Non-required Big Keys are wild. Okay. Das heißt also, die Big Keys habe ich quasi von...
Hello, Avian Artists, and welcome back to our tournament. This is game 2 of our finals versus Teto and JMeasher. We are doing Why Is That There? Where you finally get to ask yourself, why is that there?
Has nothing to do with the admins placing the items there, though.
No, definitely
That's
not,
for sure.
because most of the memes are actually what the bot ends up giving us. I am joined in the booth by Homemade Beer, and tracking today we have Lady Linda. We should be getting
Hello.
our race started any second now.
All right, this is gonna be this is a pretty fun mode, by the way. If anyone hasn't seen the short version of it, is there are a few items that end up in beam locations more often than they should, and we've decided to make sure that happens all the time instead of most of the time. Some of those items include a sword, the mitts themselves, not just a progressive glove, but the mitts and a bow and an ice rod. So let's find out where they are today, in fact. And first chest, we have Sanctuary, is a heart, and a flute at Link's house. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient.
It is time for me to join in the jank, but I can't stay for long, and then I probably will be able to come back. I don't know when I'm getting my food, so
Hello.
hello everybody.
We are being attacked by a random horse.
The resident horse, of course, nonetheless.
Of course, nonetheless.
I already like the early divergence that we're seeing here. This is fantastic.
Absolutely. What are we seeing even? Well, that flute's really the big one. Piece of heart. And let's see. Was that? Oh, that's right. I forgot. We shuffled a lot of big keys. Oh man, it's been a while. But there was a big key on Lumberjack. That's kind of funny.
Oh, which one do we think it is? I say it's Hera.
Yeah,
every day.
Hera. Swamp. It's swamp to get your mitts. Oh, I hate it. All right, I take it all back. It's nothing. And a lamp.
Ooh, nice lamp.
All right, so Ed, let's ask, pretending like you don't already know the mode. What troll items do you think we will see today that have nothing to do with the mode definition? Wow, look at that. That's like
That have
four or five.
have nothing to do with the mode definition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Samaria is in the big chest of Meyer.
Samaria in the big. That's a good one. We need a big key for Meyer though. Oh wait, no, we don't. It's in the dungeon because
That's in the dungeon.
yeah, because we're not that.
I was
rich.
gonna say my question to you is and I'm gonna make it very simple. Do you think the ice rod is in a sphere 0 location, or is it going to be in the Turtle Rock area?
Well, it's gonna be in Turtle Rock area, and Turtle Rock's gonna be a pendant because for some reason every single seed I've ever seen of this mode, Turtle Rock is a pendant.
Yes, I do
I
have
don't
to
know
say
why.
that much. I do have to say that much. That is most definitely the fact that I've come through this is that every time that I do find the ice rod and I look at Turtle Rock, it has no meaning to me whatsoever. So I'm actually hoping for a required Turtle Rock, and I'm actually not to say that I'm hoping for complete chaos and anarchy, but I'm hoping I'm hoping both of our runners happen to skip Sphere 0 locations, banking on the fact that the ice rod's in Turtle Rock, when in fact it's
That's actually
probably
pretty
somewhere
funny.
really stupid.
That's definitely a thing to think about. Oh, another thing I just realized too is that big key there gives us a better chance of the boots being available before. Well, they can't be a GT, but the book or something can. What a cool mode. So, no bombs.
No
Goodbye,
bombs, no
back of
problem.
Blind's Hut. It's fine.
When is the back of Blind's Hut ever actually had anything
Bombs.
really important? Ooh, nice Moon Pro.
Oh yeah. Now we can go rush Waterfall Fairy.
By the way, shout out to Teto and his mustache. I mean, that thing is looking fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. How do you even know it's the real Teto with that mustache?
I don't. I think it's an imposter. It's it's like the
Ted?
different aliases.
Yeah.
It's like the confusion that people have when myself and Broger run. They were the same person.
That's actually true, yeah. In fact, either one of you, I'm not sure which, is running in Crosskey's race for League later this week that I will be trying to join for on comms.
The answer is yes.
Where do you fit a mustache on a horse, though?
Ed?
Preferably right in the rear end where it belongs, with the
Or
tail.
there's already a ponytail there.
Well, yeah, but basically what ends up happening is when a horse has to take a crap, and he's sifting the tail back and forth to disintegrate the shit. Oh no, wait, that's actually a cow. Cow does that.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oops. Sorry for the mature audiences only rating. That
Oh,
we
it's
all of
only a
sudden just got.
bow. It's just the bow that's missing in the back of the well.
Oh, geez, why is that there? Unfortunately, that's
Actually,
not
yeah.
part
Why
of...
is that there?
Yeah,
That's not
why
part
is
of the
that
thing.
there?
Oh boy.
Well, does that mean that there's still going to be a bow-locked bow in pod?
Oh, and of course Eastern's a pendant. That's neat. There could be one in pod. There could be one in GT. There could be one in Eastern. Just go get your silvers in Eastern.
Yeah, simple. Simple. So where do we think the boots are going to end up being? Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this, but the boots are either in plain sight. I forgot if it includes the tablets.
It does, in fact, include the
okay.
tablets.
Perfect. It could be in Hookshot Cave, if I'm not mistaken.
And
Yes, that can
Hookshot
be in
Cave.
Hookshot Cave.
There we go. See, I kind of remember. We're kind of getting there, slowly
Yeah.
but surely.
Yeah, nice trolley locations.
I love trolley locations.
All right, so let's see. We got our flute, but Teto's running over here. Check the island, I believe. Then what? Where do you go, Ed? What's your plan?
With me,
do you wanna
well, you know what?
gallop off to?
I honestly do not care too much about Eastern being a pendant. I would go ahead and rush the Saha Eastern area, and hope immediately that this is a pet seed.
I mean, that's what, 6 items? You wouldn't rush Zora? Looks like that's what we're getting on Teto's side. And the mountain. I guess both of these are... Well, one of these is in logic.
One of these plays is in logic. The other one is not. To me,
I
it
guess
just kind
the
of
boots
feels...
could be on Spec Rock.
It is true.
But that doesn't help because we don't have the mirror.
See, I just look at it as to say we have a bow, we have a lamp, we have an easily accessible Eastern Palace, which of course, Eastern Palace, the way that I play, always has progression. So just go ahead and rush it.
Yeah.
And get your silvers on Armos Knights.
It is practically being handed to you on a
Ooh.
platter at this point.
Glove numero uno.
Well, see, and that's the reason why JMeasher is in the finals in the AVIANART tournament, and I am not, for plays like that.
Alright, what did we see on Zora? I missed it. Zora's Ledge have the boots or not today?
I don't believe so. I did not look appealing. We'll find out.
It was
if
boots.
he just...
Oh,
It was the boots. Well,
Oh, that's kind of good for
rip that.
Teto. It just has to use the bow and do things with it. Actually, with the water walk he has stored, this is much easier. You just walk to this corner and do it. And there we go. First try. It's time to start dashing. And dancing. And slaying. It's almost the holidays, right?
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it right here. There's gonna be flippers in the back of Escape here, so that JMeasher is not punished.
I can see that.
Show me the goods.
Or 2 swords and nothing else.
Like footwear leads to footwear.
Yeah.
Half magic.
No, it does today. Half magic. Small key. And a math, ew. Oh man, that's actually the worst. Oh, well, he's got a bow. It's not as bad with a bow. It's still annoying. And what do we got? Red rupee. Nothing fancy. And, ooh, a nice arrow refill from the rats. But that does put 3 items in logic in the front of escape as well. We get the dam play. Aw, damn. What do you think's in the dam?
Water. Nothing but drowned secrets.
Yeah. So maps even though maps aren't shuffled.
$20.
Oh, the hammer.
Whoa,
Wow. Okay.
that's Dark World access.
Yeah, yep, sure is.
Nothing at the dam.
This will be interesting because when will JMeasher decide to go up to Zoro? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
preferably when you get flippers, but. All right, here we go. Come on, show me Turtle Rock Crystal. No map check, even better. Oh, there it is. Turtle Rock, finally
Oh.
a crystal in this mode.
And Thieves a pendant. And Ice is a green pendant. So where do you think the fire rod is today?
Wow, yeah, I was gonna say the
boy.
whole ice palace thing being a pendant is really interesting because the fire rod is either locked behind the checks in Ice Palace. Obviously, you'd have to have bombos. The Firelock section of Mire, and I believe Hera Basement and Landmo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I wasn't listening at all, but I believe you.
Wow,
We
shame
do
on
have
you
our
for
first
believing that.
sword in Mini Moldworm Cave, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sword and boots. The dream.
Sword hype. Now all he just needs is another sword or a cape, and he can go rush Aga for that big key that's on Lumberjack.
The big key to Ice to let you get the Moon Pearl and... I mean, the Moon Pearl. The Fire Rod and Ice Big Chest. Why would that be there, even? Oh, go ahead.
What does JMeasher need to do to get back on track to get towards those boots right now?
He needs to find the mirror as his neck check and the flippers on Catfish.
Yeah, a mirror or flippers, like in these next two checks, assuming that he actually does go to Catfish. A mirror or flippers would be basically the best way for him to be able to get those boots. Other than that, I don't know when he would. Just a heart piece there.
Yeah, and I guess he could go do pod now if he so chooses. I think he probably would. Makes the most sense here. It's a clearable crystal and all that.
Yeah, he could always just flute. No, he is gonna go right to pod. I was gonna say he could check Catfish if he really wanted to, just to clear out of the way, because it is kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
Save and quit, and then just conveniently flute to 5 and do pod that way. Now at this point, Catfish is really gonna be isolated unless you find a way to combine it with Zora. But again, you would need flippers and a mirror at that point.
Yeah, and then having gone to the right here, starting from Hype Cave, does not get you back to North Dark World anytime soon to get to route in Catfish from the other side either, because you're gonna end up probably doing South Dark World, and if you don't find Myths, you're gonna find something that lets you do Swamp later. I guess another good option for him here would be find flippers in pod and, like, I don't know, what else could you find in pod? Nothing else? Nothing. Yeah, find flippers and nothing, and then that'd be like, well, let's go check what flippers lead to.
Yeah, flippers would be basically the only thing.
Like, Tito's doing Sahasrara. And then...
I mean, the interesting
do you
thing
think he goes
too
to
is,
Eastern?
I think he's gonna go to Eastern.
Right, because he doesn't have the glove or the hammer. Oh, a big key. To Hera.
Oh, rip
Hello.
my dream for Tower of Hera.
It could still have the fire rod.
It still could. How great would that be? The big chest has the small key. You go down to Hera Basement, you get a fire rod, and a particular person who does not like Hera Basement cries.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't love it. And just kind of groan a little bit and be like, why is that there? So, Ed, I have to ask, what is for lunch today?
Oh, I decided to be really cheap and really stupid, and I got myself Pizza Hut. That said it was going to be here 15 minutes ago, and I don't know what's going on, so rip that. According to the
Did you call
Pizza
them
Hut
back
tracker,
and ask them why isn't that here?
I should. I'm really about to. According to Delivery Tracker, they're still making my food. Estimated delivery time 25 to 35 minutes, and it's been well over an hour.
Wow. Hey, speaking of over an hour, there's another sword. Less than an hour in.
Wow, that's amazing. By the way, there was no bolt-locked bow in pod.
Yeah, you're right. So the bow's either on Helma, Armos Knight, or... Oi! Oi! This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
No worries.
Or in the GT Climb. I'm assuming JMeasher found 2 items in the front, so he's going all the way to the back here.
We had a cape in shooter room, but I didn't catch the other item.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I apologize. I'm just
There
too
was
busy.
There was a sword on the right side, so...
Yeah, and I'm just too preoccupied wondering where is my food.
Thank you to our wonderful tracker, once again, Lady Laura Linda, calling out cape and sword in the front. There we go. Now we can do Aga for that key.
Well, you did say it was going to be possibly the Swamp House big key for your myths. Kind of liking that idea right now. Rip
Just
that
here.
idea. Never mind, we found our myths.
Is this even randomized? Ha ha ha. Wait, wrong mode. Ed, I gotta ask you, how many times have you seen Mitts and Pod lately? Because I have seen Mitts and Pod the last, I think, 4 out of the last 5 seeds I've played.
For me,
I don't know if that's
Not
one of
that
your
often.
PRNGs or not.
no, it actually has not been there. I'll tell you where myths have been lately, though, is Village of
Ooh.
Outcast.
Big key to Swamp. Fancy. That means we can get the other Mitts out of Swamp, by the way.
Wait a minute, that was the big key to Swamp? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
In Eastern. So we're gonna definitely be able to get our second Mitts out of Swamp. So I wonder if Teto will get the other Mitts, or if maybe the flippers will be in Dark Death Mountain or something.
I don't know. If I was Teto, I'd turn around and say, oh my god, I gotta find a second sword. I need to go get that big key, because now, at this point, we know it's either Ice Palace or Skull Woods.
That's true, actually, now that you mention it.
Now, also, too, as the Keeper of Logic, what were to happen if the Skull Woods big key, or the big chest, actually leads to a small key?
JMeasher
boy.
took a hit there. I don't think he remembers he got a sword.
I don't remember that I have a sword many times either.
I guess it's just the big chest. That's not the worst thing to kind of hammer jump over to. Looks like he was trying to save the key, though, because these are 2 keys here. He now has to drop down to Stealthless Basement to get another key, which is really annoying, but not the end of the world. Hopefully not the end of the world. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. There's a key on the bridge. Never punished. All right, we are full clearing Easton, though, like you said. And not a bow. I think Teto looks very unhappy that this mode is not giving him all the memes. Just some. But anything else we found in Eastern? I think it was just that Swamp Palace big key.
I believe so.
Oh, wait a minute. Did JMeasher bomb jump the first time? He already had the big chest open. I'm totally paying a lot of attention to both sides here. It's
I
not
think he's got to
impossible.
get the top chest up here.
Yeah, he has a
think
single
this is-
chest left in here.
Okay, yeah, he definitely doesn't remember he has a sword. Boom. There's the map. Okay. Did he also not do the rest? No. Okay, he's just Death Warp.
No, he's
That
got to
makes
take
sense.
a death warp.
Yeah, Gilgamesh in chat pointing out, Ed, that if you complain more about not having your food, it'll definitely show up faster.
You know, I'm trying to be nice and everything because I know down the line that there's gonna be like a Pizza Hut employee or a DoorDash employee that's probably, you know, affiliated with Pizza Hut, because I think that's who supposedly is delivering it. And if I were to complain more and say anything bad, then bad things are gonna happen to me. So I'm trying to be nice, question mark. But the longer this goes,
Hey, you can
I
still be nice to the people and just still complain. You know, it's totally an option.
You just call
I mean-
corporate and tap your hoof at them.
I mean, my God, I'm withering away as we speak.
So I don't think we saw front of escape from JMeasher's side, right?
No, we
He
did
went
not.
to the back and got the hammer.
We do know this
still
much.
missing a glove and still missing the hammer, which is pretty funny, all things considered.
we
He
do
got
know
the
this.
flute, right?
He does have the flute, yeah. He should have the flute. I
Yeah,
thought he had the
and
flute.
or
Yeah, I've seen him fluting away, so he has the flute.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they both
just
have
doesn't-
it.
He just doesn't have it marked off.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
We know this much. There are 3 items in here. Oh my god, a boomerang in that chest. Just the wrong color.
Yeah, and so having found a sword and a cape in pod, it makes getting to Aga hard enough that Teto's gonna definitely be bottlenecked into the actual Dark World checks. So it won't be like a... Even though he knows Aga has a big key, I don't think it'll end up being an issue where he ends up going to do Aga on accident or something. And if he does, it might just be that big key's needed, but, you know, that's yet to be seen.
So as Measher's fighting Helmasaur, this is our last chance for a bow before GT, right?
That is correct. And,
Yes.
oh boy. Cape! Cape! Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, it's so easy to forget when you have a cape. But it's fine. Just kill Helma, get your silvers, move on.
That
Unless
pod
silvers
has
are
not
GT.
been kind for JMeasher.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple accidental deaths feels bad. But I think what we've, been talking about a little bit since the start of this race, the real big story here is the fact that the boots are on Zora's ledge, and Teto went to scout that much earlier. And there he goes with his hammer. Step number 2 of Dark World access out of getting the glove, and he's kind of like, where have I not gone? I guess it's the mountain.
Imagine the old man actually having something important in this mode.
I don't know how you imagine that. It never happens. So, okay, we found a cape in pod. Remember we said the only thing that would be worth finding to help JMeasher get to those boots a little bit quicker might be the flippers. We also found the mitts. So, what does that say?
It says find Bombos and rush pendant ice for your fire rod.
There we go. Thanks, Ed.
Anytime.
It's interesting too is Teto going up the mountain here. Nope, he's not. Okay, I was wondering why anyone would do that in the situation where he just found Dark World access. And so was he, apparently. So he chose to leave, and now he's going to go through Village of Outcast loop. Nobody's found a bottle yet either. We didn't place those anywhere weird, did we?
No, I think the
All in
balls are
GT.
just left to the bot.
Okay. And yet the bot is doing funnier things with them than we could have ever imagined.
Right? Like, it's amazing. Like, the randomization that the bot gives us is so much better than anything we could put somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, getting a very similar RNG for the Fireball Tail Whip. But this time, dodges the fireballs and takes down Helma. We have our first crystal of the match on JMeasher's side here.
Show me the bow.
To get Quake.
Quake.
Oh, wrong medallion.
Yeah. Yeah, the bow medallion's definitely better, but I think that's in GT today. See, look, everyone complains about hammerless or whatever. There's only one bow. There's only one bow. There's only one bow in these seeds, effectively. Yet the runners are somehow able to find it still. Why would that be there?
Pose the questions that all of us want to know, and I love it.
Yeah, same. Alright, getting a little bit of mummy action here. Yeah, all's fine. Okay, so...
Where would JMeasher be going right now?
I don't know. Did he get a shovel somewhere? No.
They do race game?
Oh, maybe race game, yeah. Hunting
Yeah,
out
except
those
for-
boots.
Yeah, it's a scoutable location.
Maybe that's part of why he rushed the pyramid ledge earlier, too.
Oh, good point. Yeah, probably.
It's a shield.
Oh, get that shield.
Get the shield.
Get the shield. I gotta ask you guys, when you were playing this mode, during your time, I'm assuming obviously you guys played this mode, when you found something like, whether it be the boots or the fire rod or even a big key, did you happen to mutter yourself, why is that there? Because I sure did.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but it was usually not one of the placed items. It was usually like the red cane.
Yeah,
is
like
always
the
somewhere really
stuff the
dumb.
bot places in crazy spots is usually what gets me more off guard.
Which is pretty much what makes the mode good. Ooh, wow. That was a very well done, whatever it's called, pinball chest for Teto there. Able to do it before the hand drops.
Ooh, there's the mirror.
That's one of the pieces of the puzzle to get back to our beloved, what do you call it, boots check. Man, I wish there was a way to do like a logical statement to check if dungeons are pendants, then the big keys are shuffled. Seems like that'd be too hard to do. Someday.
Logic? What's
It could-
logic?
It could be made the actually no wait, that's I'm not sure when in the logic that the actual
Oh.
pendant and crystal assignment. There's Samaria and Thieves.
Speaking of Red Cane.
Rip that dream of mine.
Logically, the keys are one of the first things placed, from my understanding. Someone who knows more about the randomizer could probably correct me, but I'm not sure when crystals and pendant shuffle is decided.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think they would have to be decided very first because the game starts off with, hey, a bottle. The game starts off with everything as if you've already beaten it, and then it unrandomizes everything, from what I understand. So it would have to know what crystals and pendants are first in order to start taking away items from your inventory and still allow the game to be beatable.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's what Mike is saying in chat as well.
Ah, cool. Yeah, Mike would know a lot more about this. He's definitely been in the code.
Hey, speaking of bottles, there it is.
Yeah,
There's our
we got
first
our
one.
bottle. We got a mirror alongside it to be able to check. It's a kid with maximum efficiency. Teto's going for Ped. Nope, Teto's taking a death warp. He did not find the mirror somewhere?
Mirror's in the game to the left of Thieves Town.
Ah. I thought he was just yellowing the back. I guess not.
He's about to get the mirror.
Alright, come on, sick kid. Be vanilla. Have the bug net.
Oh my gosh.
There he goes. Ah, he's laughing. Nice mirror.
Aw.
That'd be a good one. 50-50 bug net. It's part of this mode.
We
That's
already
the
have
only-
a mode for that.
Well, that's the only 50-50 in the whole mode, is just the bug net being 50-50.
Oh my gosh.
I like this play from JMeasher. You're gonna go scope out the mire area here. Be able to take a look at a medallion. But also, too, that fire rod could be on Landmo here.
Ooh, it's Quake. That means,
Quake was on Helma. Yeah, Helma boss.
Yeah. But he doesn't have the boots, which means the hook shot's around somewhere. Okay, like I said, the myths we know are in Swamp, but we've already found the other myths, so I think that mirror is to get you to East Death Mountain to get your flippers from there. In order to get the boots to go into Mire, to get your hook shot. Okay, that's the seed. Can we all go home? Are we missing? What are we missing? Fire rod. It's not the boots. And once again, of course, you know, TR actually being a pendant or a crystal, we don't have any rods. Maybe we never will. Have we done all of our Sphere 1? Is there anywhere else the ice rod can be except in Turtle Rock at this point?
We checked Ice Rod Cave?
Yeah, that's the only one I don't remember doing. Oh, it's boots locked.
We are boots locked, yeah.
So flippers are not in Pyramid Fairy, which is not obvious from the swamp being a red crystal, but let's not talk about that right now.
Wow, imagine finding no goods whatsoever in desert. Don't worry, JMeasher's gonna get bailed out. The hookshot's just gonna be right here in Checkerboard Cave, so then he can go do Myers, so then he can go ahead and get his flippers, so then he can go ahead and get his boots, so then he can go ahead and finish out desert. Simple.
And
Wrong.
10 arrows. Wrong. Simple and wrong. The way things should be.
Why is it
Right.
that when I predict stuff when I'm like doing a race, like it sometimes comes true, and then when I try to translate that skill into commentating, it just does not seem to pan out? By the way,
I don't know, but I
Teto,
hope
the
Teto
strategic
skips it.
skip.
Ah.
I was gonna say the strategic skip. I really like that.
I was hoping he would just actually skip it and just it would be like the one clown play. He might be going up the mountain here. So no, he's going to pot. Okay, I was like thinking about it. I'm like, you know, it'd be funny if he does end up going up the mountain, right? And then like finds the hook shot and the flippers, and then he's like, well, now obviously you rush swamp, right? You found your access to your mitts because he has that swamp big key. But no. So Ed, when do you rush Spike Cave? That's the real question.
Right now, I just stop everything that I'm doing. I wouldn't even bother with Hera. I wouldn't bother with anything whatsoever. I just go right ahead and do Spike Cave.
Speaking of Hera, yeah, JMeasher can't do Hera. Didn't have that big key. He can't get his fire rod in the basement. That feels kind of bad.
Well, that's if we go according to my plan. But no, there's gonna be a hook shot. There's gonna be a hook shot right here in the basement cage. No,
Oh.
Triforce piece. Get it.
Get it?
Yes.
Yes.
even more valuable.
Oh man, I don't think anyone saw that coming. Why was that there, Ed? Why was that there? Hey, that's 2 items, in fact.
I think Structural Mike is just watching along, saying, "You know what? JMeasher is the true winner." And especially if Teto goes there and he looks in the basement and he does not get that Triforce piece, there might be we might need a little clarification as far as who actually really won the seed.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, yep, that's right. Cody, we need a Triforce piece tracker. Is that possible on the overlay? Might be a little complicated. We didn't even think about this.
Yeah,
well, that's what
I'm
makes
afraid
it
to try to add it. It'll just break everything.
Oh, there's sword number 2 for Teto. We get Spiral Cave on the other side.
There you go, Teto. You got that second sword. Go rush Aga for that Swamp House big key. Or no, wait, we already know the Skullwoods big key.
Yeah. Skullwoods or is that it? Ice. Skullwoods or ice. Right?
Well, you know what really would be the best thing though, in my opinion, is that it is the Ice Palace big key, and the fire rod is locked behind that big chest.
Yeah, I mean that's open now, minus the whole. Well, actually, no. Even dumber is like. It's the Skullwoods big key, but then the fire rod's vanilla. So you can actually get it right now, and it's your only access to I don't know the rest of the game.
That's possible though.
Yeah.
I think unfortunately.
You're right. That's not possible. Dang it. All right. Well, you know what? I'll retire from everything. Oh, a book. Why is that there? And a bottle. There you go. Teto's laughing about the Midson pod. It's like, well, I guess I don't have to go to Swamp anytime soon.
No, he's just laughing at his mustache. He knows he looks good.
He knows he looks good. I mean, who doesn't look good with a mustache? Alright, so all we found on Death Mountain is a book.
And the blue cane.
And the blue cane, sure.
That puts Spike Cave even in more logic.
You know what else I just realized too? Okay, we haven't found Ice Rod yet. I keep thinking of all these quote-unquote hypotheticals, but they're all like very possible. Like actually possible with the mode being what it is. It's the Hera big key, locking Hera boss, right? You could get the fire rod in Hera. That opens up like a full clearable Turtle Rock potentially. And then like, you know, the flippers are in there and you're just in go mode. Or the hook shot or something, you know.
Yeah, but that's like too simple. It's got to be like more convoluted. Something like.
Well, this mode's always very simple.
The Hera big key leads to the Skullwoods big key, which leads to the small key to Skullwoods to make it logical for you to be able to beat Skullwoods. But hey, you don't have that fight rod because you still have to go do Aga to get the Ice
You have to go do
big
Aga. And Bombos is in the first chest of TR.
Exactly.
There we go. Perfect. All right, we're getting another scout. No, we scouted the island already. So,
Ooh,
Ether.
combos is not required today.
Oh man, this seed's getting awkward. Okay, so this seed's weird because we know where some stuff is, but like there's a ton of stuff that's currently ruled out logically. We have Smith Chain available. We have Spike Cave available, and we have the Top of Hera. I think that's all we have left logically. Everything else we've seen. So that's cool. And back at Thieves Town. But yeah, that's when the seed gets weird.
Been? When's the answer ever been in the back of a pendant dungeon?
Yeah, especially Thieves Town.
All right, you might get your wish here, Beer. Let's see Bombos right here.
Or Flippers. Oh,
Oh,
even
small
worse.
key. We press on.
I think so. I think from our runner's perspective, he saw that small key and went, "Ugh, why is that there?" But like not realizing it was.
Absolutely. If
Part
I
of the
was,
mode.
yeah, I want to get locked out of here immediately. Because
Yeah, exactly.
if I find another key here, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta go ahead and I gotta go do lava chest, and then you do lava chest and you get the compass. That does not feel good.
Yep, and we're doing Cape Master Sword Slash here. For Helma on Teto's side. That's smart. There you go. Locked out. Big key. Oh, it was this dungeon. It could have been another one. Could have been Skullwoods. All right, and there's Quake. So Teto can go actually do Mire now, which is kind of weird because you're looking for the flippers and they lock the boots, which allows you into Mire.
Yeah, but who's to say that?
From JMeasher.
Who's to say that flippers can't be in Mire, because the Mire could be actually accessible by hookshot, which could
You're not
be
wrong.
right here in this book that JMeasher is checking for Ether Tablet.
But he hasn't done Mini Moldorm Cave yet, so he doesn't have another sword.
Yeah, we can at least read it.
10 shots with your bow.
Well,
That's fine.
see, look at that. He just saved himself a little bit of time with the animation. You know, I mean, that right there is perfect example of time savings right there. He's like, I don't have Master Sword. I'm pretty certain this is going to be nothing. And rather than having to wait for the whole ether animation and then getting the item from the sky, he's able to read it, check it off that it's nothing, and move on with his life. I mean, great play.
Yeah.
What a way to
time
hold
saved.
off on a Master Sword.
Where was Half Magic, by the way? We have that too, apparently.
Half Magic is the back of Escape, I believe, along with a map and a small key.
Oh, okay. Oh my
there's
god,
that-
there's the
see?
hook shot.
And there's that hook shot. So
you
now
gotta
we
go
can
back
go
to
ahead
Dark
and do...
Death Mountain.
Nope. We can go ahead and do. Is he gonna do that? Yeah, he's.
Wait, he has almost
No,
nothing
he's-
else except Mini Moldorm Cave.
No, he's gonna get the flute. Might go to Mire.
Oh yeah, Mire. To get the flippers.
Exactly. No, we're not doing that either.
Just kidding.
Smith chain?
Doing Smith Chain? Mirror checks? Well, either way, Teto's gonna knock out Desert here. What are we looking for? No mode. Fire Rod, but we know where that is. That's in Mire. To get the flippers on Laser Bridge. I wouldn't be shocked of any of those things, by the way.
No, I think because of the whole AVIANART thing, I'm still got to go with the fact that that big key that's on Lumberjack is Ice Palace, and the Fire Rod is just can't be in the big chest.
I hate you.
I mean,
Ed.
I mean, we gotta get maximum enjoyment out of this.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, definitely. So Bombos on Laser Bridge? No, we can't have that. Why isn't JMeasher rushing boots? I don't know. Maybe he thinks they're book locked? No, he has every boots check available now. Maybe this is him rushing boots here, going to do Curve Ledge.
This
and
seems like
Catfish.
going to Catfish, just making
Yeah.
all your checks along the way. And then that's excellent opportunity to mirror and get your Zora checks done with.
Yeah, I think so too.
To answer chat, the boots are on Zora Ledge.
No, JMeasher is floating out of here. He's
Yeah, he
isolating
says
Catfish
no.
and Zoro. Alright, now come on. I've had every one of my predictions be wrong. Let this one be right. Flippers and Meyer. Please, one time.
And nothing else. That'll let him do
Flippers,
swamp and waste even more time.
Flippers and Bombos. Don't even be the fire rod in the firelock section. I want maximum trolls, 100% nonsense, because, well, that's what I like. Chaos and anarchy.
Maximum nonsense. I mean, why do you think we hosted this tournament? Definitely wasn't to play true pot hunt all day long, or maybe it was actually. Never mind. So we're coming up on 3 of our possible fire rod locations. We're getting some nice bomb strats. There we go. Get a lot of good hits actually. I think bombs do tempered damage, so actually got a ton of damage with those. There we go. Gets a couple more. Wow, look at that. One worm done. We're gonna do the legendary 4-cycle NMG. No, yep, the 4-cycle
Nice.
NMG.
Oh, $20.
No fire rod. Well, rip.
You know, Beer, you reminded me, I forgot the guy's name, but if you ever see the infomercial for Flex Seal, where the guy was destroying like a bucket.
He slaps the thing on the water bucket.
Yeah, he does that. But yeah, he's on the water bucket. He destroys the water bucket, and he goes and he looks at the camera in a very sick and sadistical face and says, "That's a lot of damage." That's what you reminded me of right there. That and also too the fact that he made a boat out of, I don't know, basically just ripped apart the entire hull of a fishing boat and just put on Flex Seal and said good enough and went on the Louisiana swamps. And here comes the 2 checks that Beer had mentioned as far as where this fire rod could be, the firelock section in Meyer. Top chest has, well, there we go. See, Bombos. All right, I got one right. Yes.
All right, we're almost there. Flippers on the other one?
I said flippers are going to be in here too. Bombos and flippers. Show me the goods. By the way, also, my food is still not here, and I'm going to have to make a call at some point very shortly, because
Yeah.
according to this, it says they're still making my order. And now I'm really getting hungry.
Anymore.
Oh, what you didn't know is they're actually growing the wheat for the flour.
I think
That's true.
so.
Yeah. Just call them and ask them why isn't that here. Don't give them any context, just ask them straight up.
Excuse me. Why isn't that there? Oh my god, I finally got a notification about my food. Now they're
Is it
telling
the
me
oven now?
at 4:48. Well, there we go. I am none too happy.
Half an hour
Well-
from now?
Yeah.
How many pizzas do they need to make? I mean,
I don't
why
know.
is that
All I
key
did
there?
is-
That's what I
All I
meant.
did is I ordered 1 pizza, I got a 4-pack of drinks, and I got one of those pizza melts. That was it.
NMG pizza.
Sounds delicious.
So, unless I'm mistaken, the next item is on Vitreous.
Oh, we
Looking
already
at
know
the
what it
text.
is. Oh, we already know what it is. It's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
the flippers, of course, yes.
Could,
Absolutely.
yeah, it could be a
Flippers.
small key too.
Did we see the second item though? I don't know if we did.
I just saw
I was-
keys.
I was too busy getting text messages and about ready to call up Pizza Hut. By the way, it is worth noting, Gilgamesh, Pizza Hut currently last locating my house. That is actually probably a legitimate fact. I like that. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, we did not actually see cutscene check though either. JMeasher got bombos from the top side and just said, "No, I'm not going to do cutscene check."
Oh yeah, you're correct. Yeah, no, we didn't. We don't have that. I guess the hope is that there's nothing there.
Oh, Teto's gonna go ahead and give us that luck though. Where are the flippers gonna be at? Are they gonna be on Vitreous or are they gonna be in cutscene check? To make me look like an absolute genius.
For JMeasher's sake, I guess we'll have to hope they're on Vidi.
JMeasher still only on Fighter Sword here, as I believe Cody mentioned it, has still yet to go into Mini Moldorm Cave. Actually doing a really good job with that half magic. Is able to do some pretty good damage here, and then once the magic runs out, you can just use arrows if you so choose.
Oh yeah, still on Fighter Sword. It's pretty wild, but does a great
Oh,
job
yeah,
with
items
that.
on Vidi.
Yeah.
We just got a map and cutscene chest.
Oh wow, okay. Well, we got that Bombos. So we got we need flippers still, right?
Right here. Show me the flippers.
Oh,
Rip me.
Too bad.
Rip me. Imagine me being right ever. Alright, well, now that we still don't have flippers, guys, where do you think the flippers could be? I have a pretty good guess where they could be. I'm blind.
Oh, that could be fun. Go to 8. Yes! This might be it.
Now, I know that
So-
I know that Teto saw that there's a big key on Lumberjack. Not that it's really gonna stop anybody from doing Ice Palace, but did JMeasher see that big key?
Oh, nope. He never checked.
Really hoping JMeasher was going to go for those Zora checks, but I don't think it's going to be happening.
Oh
It-
yeah, going
to
to
be-
ice first.
To be honest, this is probably the best time. Well, you know, assuming that the Fire Rod is accessible for JMeasher here. I mean, I would imagine that currently with what he has, knowing the fact that the Ice Rod is likely going to be in Turtle Rock, even though he didn't do Mini Moldorm Cave, which I believe
Yeah, he didn't
is
do
part of.
Cave, yeah.
Yeah, which I believe is still part of the whole Sphere 0-1 thing, if I'm not mistaken.
It could be part of the ice rod checks.
You know, so what he may end up doing is he would get the Fire Rod, assuming again that it's accessible here, mirror out, and then set up a fake flipper to go check Waterfall Fairy and see what's on Zora's Ledge.
So, actually, you know, also, like with what you're saying about the ice rod big key and all that, did JMeasher hit the switch? I feel like he didn't. But
I don't believe
I
he
looked
think
away
he
for
hit
a
the
moment.
switch.
Yeah, that only works if the big key's here, which we know it might not be. I mean, it has a really good chance of not being, in fact, of being not in here, not being in here. I don't know, however the language works.
I think he might be just trying to cut a few corners here just to try to basically go into here just to find the Fire Rod. Teto doing the same thing too. Set up a
Doing
fake
the
flipper.
same thing, and both of them are gonna locate that big key to get it.
Yeah.
On
He also had a
Lumberjack.
very clean Vidi fight, even without the half magic.
Yeah. Yeah, really well done. With the standing in the boogers and slashing your sword so the magic doesn't drain. So yeah, I guess both of them are just like, let's go get the fire rod and leave immediately, right? And fire rod. Oh, there it
Oh
is.
my
Okay,
gosh.
just
There it
leave,
is.
right? You're done.
I
It's
would
not
leave
gonna
it
be
at
the
this point,
flippers
yeah.
or the ice rod. Actually, yeah, no. From JMeasher's side, this is flippers go mode, and it's flippers can't be in here. Not the boots, unless you forgot about that piece, which I wouldn't be shocked by. A lot of the runners, you know, learned enough about the modes to play them reasonably well.
Yeah, I was gonna say just even through what JMeasher was doing as far as routing some of the checks that he was making. Oh, he got that shield. See,
Oh, you got a
that's
shield.
what he
Well,
was
there you go.
doing.
Yeah.
Magnificent. Pretty certain that he is aware of where the hook shot, or I'm sorry, where the boots can be. But he is fluting away those, so ugh.
Well, he's also aware of where the flippers can't be now all of a sudden, because he knows that TR is fully fire rod locked.
That is true.
So that means the flippers have to be on Smith Chain or in Hookshot Cave or back at Thieves Town from his perspective.
No. Now I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change this up. Now the flippers are now in the Skullwoods Big Chest, and the Skullwoods Big Key is on Lumberjack. Because
That would
again,
work except for the flippers being on Zora Ledge.
Yes, I forgot about that. Well, you know what? Maybe this is a no logic seed all of a
But
sudden.
yeah, but he doesn't know that as well, so.
Oh, do you mean the boots?
Sure. Yeah, whatever, whichever one.
Whatever you put on your feet, right?
Yeah. Armos shake storage to get the big key. That's right. It's actually possible with a Pendant Eastern, I believe. You just can't flute away. Cool. Good stuff.
AVIANART no logic tournament win.
Oof. We'll leave it up to the glitch folks to design modes for a tournament of that prestige. All right, JMeasher doing the back of skull first. He's still looking for something. It could only really be a sword, right?
Yeah, at this point.
He should
yeah.
know it can't be the flippers. I don't know if maybe he doesn't. Because the thing is, there was enough weirdness to the dumb items in this mode that we kind of put like certain items that are annoying to find in like obvious places, like bows, swords, ice rods. So the fact that and the fire rod. So now that we know the fire rod is blocked by the flippers, like that's the only thing we could be looking for besides swords, which are all in swamp, obviously.
Well, there is definitely one guaranteed in swamp, isn't there?
Yeah, and they both, well, maybe not both have the swamp big key. At least one of them does.
Oh, here's a hypothetical for you though. If JMeasher still does not do Mini Moldorm Cave, which if he does find the flippers at any point, you know, I mean, Mini Moldorm Cave is gonna be about as close as possible as you're gonna have. But if you don't find a sword without going to left side swamp, do you go ahead to do left side swamp, knowing that there is a sword?
Just thinking in general of a mode like this, honestly, I think I would just go left side swamp anyway, just because I would expect something to be there. With how weird this mode
Yeah.
is.
Another one done.
Imagine expecting anything in this mode, or in any mode in general.
I
Teto's still looking
expect to
for something
proclaim
too
why
here.
is that there at least once if I play this mode.
Oh, Teto's still looking for the hook shot. That makes a little more sense from his perspective.
Oh, man,
Not
that
much
hook
though.
shot's in a
Actually, no, it
nasty
doesn't make any
location.
sense. It doesn't make any sense because it can't be in here either because of he used the boots to get into Mire, and Bombos is on left side Mire, and Fire Rod was in Ice Palace, and the boots were flip-flop. So even for him, flippers couldn't be back here. I mean, hook shot. Oh man, logic. Good times.
We're getting the TR play from JMeasher. And flippers
So he'll
can't
find
even
his
be
flippers.
here, right?
Yeah,
well,
flippers.
He needs the boots. Flippers can't be here. They could be in Hookshot Cave though.
Yeah, that's the only spot they could be in. So
Well,
that might be
we're on the
what
way
he's
to
or they
banking
could
on.
be in
that.
Hera Basement, which would be kind of the funniest of all the options at this point.
And here I am thinking I was the one that was hoping for, you know, anarchy and chaos, and here you are thinking of that. I like it.
Hey man, I try. That's why all of us are here in the first place, right? Like we didn't come here to play any baby cross keys modes or any of that.
Joke's on
You
you,
came
I
here-
didn't come here to play anything.
Alright, what are we going to find in Hookshot Cave? I hope we find the fillet, aka the bug net. No, but we have a second shield. Fantastic.
Hey, we know where the third one is too.
Yep.
And
There
there we
are
go,
the flippers.
Logic. Yay. Yeah, there should be one more Hera. So there's 2 checks in the front, and the big key is not in the dungeon. It's one of the fetch quest keys.
Here's the interesting thing, real quick: is Teto gonna go ahead and do Spike Cave first, or is he gonna go ahead and do Turtle Rock?
Honestly, based on the fact that he checked the back of Skull Woods for anything, rather than to just kill the boss, I believe he would be doing Turtle Rock first. Because he doesn't know from his perspective that the hookshot is not... The hookshot is fire rod locked, and if he could know that if he was like thinking very heavily about it, but it might be late enough playing into the seed that he's kind of forgotten where the boots and everything were at this point.
Now, does anybody know if Teto can hover?
I believe he cannot. And he's getting the Triforce piece. All right, we both got one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Advantage nullified.
You know what? Maybe we could put a little triangle wingding symbol in the runners' names. Is that possible?
Oh man,
time they find-
I might be able to.
That seems like the easiest way to put a marker without breaking the entire layout, right?
I don't know. We could put the triangle in. The whole thing might just flip upside down for all I know.
Well, we don't have to do that. It's just something I was thinking about. Just to give these runners, their due for collecting the Triforce pieces as they are.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know what you guys think, but as we're getting close to the end game here, despite the fact that Teto's had the boots for JMeasher doesn't even have him at this point. I kind of would have to think that JMeasher's in the lead here, because he's gonna, more than likely, he's gonna get rewarded, I would imagine, with getting the Ice Rod in the Turtle Rock area here, whether it's actually in Turtle Rock or in Mimic Cave. But if he goes ahead and
when
rushes,
does JMeasher ever get the other sword?
there's gonna be one in Swamp that will be very early accessible and free.
Okay, fair enough. Ah, there we go. Thanks, Cody.
It worked somehow.
It worked.
I mean, once JMeasher has those, he has those flippers now, and knowing again the mode where the boots are in a scoutable location, he pretty much has looked at every scoutable location with, I believe, the exception of Bombo's tablet, and then obviously Zora's Ledge.
Yeah, I believe so.
He would have to know that it's one of those 2 places, and since he's also looking for the sword, he figured, well, density-wise, you got Waterfall Fair, you got Zora, and then you have an accessible scouting location that the boots could be there, so I would imagine that would be his play.
Oh no, JMeasher's skipping Mimic Cave.
Oh,
Ice Rod can definitely be there.
Ice Rod definitely can be there. Yep. I think he's trying to cut as many corners as possible.
Well, if it's not on Laser Bridge, he either checks that and is like, wait, maybe it can be there, or he just goes to Mimic Cave and then he's like, crap, it's in, or I mean, Mini Moldorm Cave, and then he's like, crap, it's in. Oh, the big key to Ice Palace, locked by the fire rod.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Also, now at least we know that it's the Skullwood's big key on Lumberjack.
Oh yeah, that's true. Your favorite big key. Do you think it's logically required for a small key?
Absolutely. I think it is. Keeper of Logic says you got to go do Aga. Get that third
Keeper of
key.
Logic. Do we have the Death Warp set up, or the crowd control death set up for you?
Spend all that money just to.
Oh, Teto can't get
just to
the
kill
flippers
people.
here.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If he could hover, he can get it. But this is where it's gonna be insanely inconvenient for him. With the hook.
Oh, there's the Ice Rod. Okay.
Never punished.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised at this point, thinking the trials and tribulations that JMeasher had in Pod. He might feel like he was a little bit behind, so he might be trying to cut corners. Hey, another bottle.
Hey, empty bottle. Why are all the bottles empty today? What's going on?
That's not true. The bottle before this had a B.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, it's the best bottle.
Well, as they say, you can't spell bottle without B.
Oh my god, my order is approaching with about time. Holy smokes.
On time?
well, earlier than what they originally said, but about an hour and 10 minutes later than when they said they were going to be here originally. Rip that. And there she is. Perfect. I will mute myself. I will be right back.
Okay. All right, so we need to get these boots. And by we, I mean JMeasher. Ooh, okay, this is fine. A lot of hammer Trinexes in the last week or so. I'm sure everyone's kind of used to it, but annoyed when they have to do it constantly.
It's just awful.
Yeah. Yep, looking for the hookshot in here. But once again, we said, as we know, it can't be in here. So either way, he'll be able to complete a completable crystal, and will be hookshot for go mode. And the flipper's blocking everything. And JMeasher is now currently boots go mode.
I could see skipping Hookshot Cave in any other mode, but a mode that's literally why is that there? I think I would probably go for or not Hookshot Cave, but Spike Cave. I'd probably go for it a lot sooner.
Okay, well, is he going into ice? Oh, Zora, highly allege.
I'm thinking to solve
That's a
our water
scoutable.
checks.
Okay, he's looking for the boots. Now he knows where they have to be. Okay, this is good. He will be dodging that sword though, which is a little awkward, but he will be in go mode here momentarily. And will be about a desert clear behind. And then they'll meet up in swamp. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, Teto can't get into swamp without the flippers. So he knows they can't be in here specifically because of where the ice rod is, even though the logic said they couldn't be in here because of the hook shot, but you know. Yeah, and I think the worst case scenario for JMeasher is the Swamp Big Chest having the other sword, because then he will have dodged unsuccessfully, dodged 2 swords. But we do know that he will get silvers. He doesn't know it yet, but the silvers will be on the climb today. We have seen all the other bow locations.
So at this point, we just have to really be hoping for a sword to just be hanging out in a accessible location in swamp. Would have been wild if there was a sword in Mimic Cave, since JMeasher skipped it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because Swamp Big Chest isn't buried in Eastern. That's never going to happen for JMeasher. Anywhere else in Swamp, that's kind of gross. Ed called it in the first one of the early checks in Swamp, so that could be nice. We'll have to see. He knows there's one in here somewhere, so if you miss, if you don't get it in the back, do you go back in? I don't think so, but I mean, oh, it feels weird. Maybe he forgot about Mini Moldorm Cave at this point. It's the only explanation, because I don't know if you would have dodged Mini Moldorm Cave and done TR, knowing the Ice Rod could be there. Oh, there's the sword.
Yeah. Oh, wow,
Ed
there it
called
is.
Right.
Amazing.
Good job, Ed. So, yeah, we're not... Well, Teto still has to get back to Hookshot Cave, but he doesn't have anything left. He has Spike Cave. You know, that'll be his next check after this. Then he'll go back to Hookshot Cave, and he'll be in go mode, and we'll have literally just left... only thing left to beat will be Swamp Palace, and he'll get Tempered Sword there, so... And, you know, just because we put a sword in swamp doesn't mean there's not another sword in swamp. Randomizer is fun. I guess you still look for another sword, because you never know.
You may as well, because I mean, who wants to do Master Sword Ganon if you can avoid it?
Yeah, absolutely. Even with silvers, it still kind of sucks. Hey, look, there's the mitts. We're in go mode again.
Nice bug net.
That's actually not the worst thing. We don't have powder, I suppose, so... Oh, Teto's got to be a little careful here. Doesn't have the half magic that was in the back of Escape, which is pretty funny. All
He
things
does have a
considered.
blue bottle, though.
He does, okay. I wasn't sure if he had a potion, but... So he should be safe here. Okay, he knocks out the head. Everything should be fine, then. Yeah, doing a really good job with the hammer. Everyone's really, like, practiced right now with swordless. Hammer Trinex, no problem. Gets 2 fire odds in a spin. Last spin, that's 6 crystals for both runners. We are down to a... Oh, wait. They all have to do Hera. It's 5 crystals for both runners. I can count. I think you just go mode Hera here. Oh no, he needs to do Hookshot Cave. Oh no, he can do Hera. He might go do Hera first. Because Hera is totally in logic for him here. Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
that's what we're getting.
Kind of forgot about that. I love the fact that we put the Fire Rod either in Left Side Mire or Hera Basement or in Ice Palace, and the game was like, well, it's an Ice Palace, but you still have to do Left Side Mire too.
Yeah, like, what is that nonsense?
Was it? Sorry, I missed the compass chest in Hera. It was the small key, it looks like. Okay, so that's funny. That means there's still one more item, and it could still be in the basement, in fact. So barring this being anything, I guess the other kind of worst case option, which is still in logic for Teto here, is the Skullwoods big chest, which he, I think, now knows is on Lumberjack. So if he dodges Spike Cave,
Oh, that could go
which would be
sideways really
very
quick.
very unlikely, but just pointing out, it's possible. If he dodges Spike Cave here, he can think maybe I have to go do Aga, unless we were miscounting and that was like a small key in the big chest or something.
Oh, there's our
Oh,
item.
there's our item. That's nice. I mean, it's a little awkward. Teto's now like, well, crap. Where's where's the last thing I need? There's the shot. Once again, now both runners tied up in crystals. Or yep, both have 6 now. Teto's still looking for those flippers. And book check. No, yeah, JMeasher checked this. Teto did not.
Flippers are in Hookshot Cave. And our hook shot is in Spike Cave. Like, it's not a fun combo. At least they're near each other, though.
Looks like I'm going to come back in time to see the reaction from Mr. Mustache himself, Teto, when he finds his hookshot here.
Did you see that sword and swamp?
I did. See? Called it.
All right,
Easy
and
peasy.
here we go. Hookshot. This will be hookshot mode. No, it'll still be. He'll still need to go back to get flippers, which is gonna suck because you got to go all the way back up the mountain for an extra climb.
Cool, calm and collected reaction. I like that. I would have been a little infuriated. You know what I would have said to myself? I would have said, why is that there?
Exactly.
Bedrocks are not playing nice for JMeasher here. So we get a raid, by the way, from Fear Agent with a party of 6. Welcome. We have ourselves game 2 of the AVIANART finals with Teto going up against JMeasher. And why is that there? And trust me, we've been wondering why is that there for a lot of items here, not just the trolley items that this was originally meant for.
What is JMeasher doing here? Oh, is this to store a portal?
No, he's got to go do
Yeah,
He's
he
gotta
has
do
to beat
Hera.
Hera.
yeah, he's got to beat Hera first, and then he can get into GT.
Okay. And
Oh,
he's
is he
just-
dodging hookshot cave here?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
I mean, he'll dodge it for all of like 2 minutes and then run out of stuff. So, not the worst thing ever. But still, not what you want to see here if you're fans of Teto. But if you're fans of meme tournaments, Teto did win game 1, and the runners both said in the case of a game 3 situation, they will be truest pot hunting.
That is going to be a marathon of a race.
Brace yourself
Both.
for over 3 hours of rando action. All right, now
And that
everything
is
that
7
Teto...
crystals for JMeasher, and if you want to guess where the silvers are, they can be in one of 4 chests in GT. So get your guesses in chat from 1 to 4. That's what we do around here, right?
Speaking
look,
of
a single arrow.
arrows, speaking of arrows, again, I have to note the fact that Magic Bat has nothing, and I'm pretty certain that the developers of this mode, when they coded it, they made sure that Magic Bat always had nothing for this, so, you know, I can appreciate that. But that's what you get for fake powdering, Teto. You get nothing. A single arrow.
Single arrow. This is a nice mode. Every time this mode is like a really solid like 120-ish time mode for some reason. Just knowing where 2 or 3 items are makes all the difference sometimes, you know? I don't think I've ever seen like a really terrible seed for this mode. Oh, 2 small keys. That means it's in tile room, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how the logic works, probably.
Love this routing. Love this routing. Compass room does not exist in GT. Speaking of the
Your
compass,
actual
there it
favorite
is.
Routing. Alright, nothing on the purple chest. Piece of heart.
Wow. Small keys galore.
Yeah. And big key too. This
Wow,
dungeon, I guess
see?
it had to be, right? Yeah.
Look at that. So, Beer, where do you think the silvers are going to be? Are you going to go with validation chest silvers?
Oh yeah, we have to make that guess. Nobody guessed. I forgot to guess too. I'm gonna go with 1. It's on the top right. I'm gonna call it 2. I think JMeasher is gonna do the top left first, and then it's gonna be the top right one. So it's always that chest. That chest is special.
we
It
got,
has a magnet, a very powerful magnet in it that's attracted to silver.
Well, we got Gilgamesh in chat saying VCS, which I'm assuming he thinks validation chest is silvers. I'm gonna go with pre-Moldorm chest is gonna have the silvers, but it will be VCS as it will be validation chest sword.
Validation chest sword. That's true. Yeah, we can still have another sword. All right. Teto getting the magic refill. Did he do mushroom? Did anyone?
I think so.
I don't think anyone did.
Imagine keeping the mushroom just solely for fake powder.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Wait, I forgot in this mode the mushroom leads to powder by design.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's okay. Well, that makes sense why no one did it then. All right, there's the flippers. Teto says I'm gonna go get my other sword in swamp, probably, unless it's on left side.
No, I read Teto's lips. Teto's lips said, "I think I should have rather had a beard than this mustache."
I think it said I can't wait to go do left side swamp for my last sword to be in super go mode.
Super go mode. Well, I don't know. Doesn't collecting that Triforce piece in the Hera basement cage count as super go mode?
That's just regular go mode. Super go mode is at least two Triforce pieces because there's still what? Oh no, that is the only one. Never mind, because that.
Yeah, you're thinking of Inverted Chrismizer.
Yes, I am. What does that one replace though? Or do we just add it in and?
I think it
just
just
there.
takes out one of the junk items. I just don't remember which.
Okay, well that works.
I think it was probably the rupees.
I know this much. It wasn't the single arrow. Since we did see it on Magic Bat. Again, useless as ever.
Hey, at least we found the mushroom to get the shovel, to get the powder, to get the single arrow. Obviously.
Oh, we're fast approaching as we're going to be getting our first look here at Mini Helmet Room.
All right, is it 1, 2, 4? Or 3?
Oh, it's gonna be 3. I'm telling you, it's gonna be 3.
All right, this is what I
There's
called 2.
1.
That was 1 though.
Oh.
2. He went the wrong way, so I lose. And there's a sword for Teto, even though he knows the silvers are. But you know, there's always a sword in swamp. There's always mitts in the back. It's fine.
All right, here we go. Come on, validation chest sword. Show me the goods.
Show me the goods. Where was our other mitts? Pod? Yeah.
Yeah, pod.
I'm just trying to think of if you glitch in this mode, you know, how far you would get without having to worry about it. I mean, nice Moldorm kill from JMeasher here. About to get the final chest in the game. Will it be a sword?
No, I lose.
I lose.
That looked like a triple to me from JMeasher.
Very nice.
This is Agaphite should be something I take notes on. Ah, that's more like how I do it right there.
So reverse notes being taken currently?
I think so. I think all JMeasher just did is I'm going to show you on the first cycle this is how you do it, and then I'm going to show you the remaining cycles how Mr. Ed does it because he stinks and he's terrible.
This is how I do it. This is how Ed does it. Any questions?
Now, as we know, JMeasher is a very well accomplished runner here, but still, Master Sword. Even though we have silvers, Master Sword is no free fight here.
No, absolutely not.
He did stock up on some blue potions, and with that half magic, you'll be able to use the cape. But it's 12 spins per cycle here until we get to phase 3 and 4 here.
Yeah, already getting what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. I don't know. I'm not really counting. It's probably 9,
He's
10.
in a favorable location if you could hurry.
Oh
There
no,
you
he
go.
get 12. Okay, so 2, 3, 5. I can't count. Well, whatever. I don't know. He's at like 10.
Yeah, I
Usually
think
get to
that's
10.
10. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 10 there, and then you just.
Just go quickly. Go to Mini Moldorm and come back and do the fight. It's fine. Oh, don't get hit. He didn't get any potions, right?
Oh, I think he did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to be too careful. Just like mostly careful.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well.
Okay. Okay. That never is an issue.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Through phase 3 very efficiently here. As we're down to phase 4, just give him 4 silvers.
Got 1. It's a torch glitch, which might actually slow him down a little bit, but it's fine. Either way, it's safe. Oh!
Oh my god!
Got it!
Oh my
Nice!
god! Wow!
Oh boy, get your
Oh
GGs
my
in chat
God.
for JMeasher here.
What's the penalty for causing the comms to have a heart attack?
Yeah, I think
You have to
yeah, I
start
think
over.
So.
Take
Yeah,
away
we
the
have to do
Triforce
this all
base,
over
right?
again.
Alright, looks like JMeasher finished with an official time in first place at 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 20 seconds. And soon after that, it looks like Teto has forfeited here. So let's go see if we can get these runners in for an interview.
Get your GGs in the chat for both runners. That was a great
That's
race.
right. How do we do that?
Even though Teto has forfeited, he appears to be going to Desert Palace and praying, as he's going to be getting his wish, so you say, for the truest of pot hunts to be determined as far as when they do it. But that looks like a nice prayer pose. I like it.
Cool, race time is being laggy for me. I sent them the interview link, and let's see if we can get them into chat. Right. Looks like we are joined right now by JMeasher, the winner of today's race. Let's see if Teto wants to join us as well.
And there's Teto.
And there he is. Hello. GG's to both of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG's,
hey,
Teto.
GG's. I was just thinking like, should I close the stream first or not? I didn't.
No, I like the fact that you have it in, like, that you're praying at Desert Palace, probably praying for where's that hook shot, and wondering to yourself, why is that there?
Yeah. It's like, why isn't the hookshot always in hookshot cave? It was the first thing I just assumed. It's like, yeah, this is missing. But with the flippers later on in the hookshot, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, we were noticing and wondering if you were noticing that where the Bombos was,
Oh.
the flippers could not have been in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, with the Turtle Rock, it wasn't that much of a choice, but it felt like I have a one-trip mountain, and as long as the flippers aren't in hookshot cave, like there's a scenario, it's feeling pretty nice to just have a one trip on the mountain.
Oh yeah, no, you got up there late and almost worked out really well, having found so much stuff up there. but we tried to put the fire rod in a location like left side mire. Bot says no, we're gonna put bombos there instead. I don't know. What did y'all think about the seed overall?
I mean, hard to complain. It's like the rando gods wanted us to get to a game 3 because I man, that's about as hard a god rat as you could get for me. Yeah, hookshot was in that like Spike Cave, really nasty location for that to be. But luckily enough, like the way my routing took me, I was able to get there. It's kind of the last thing I did on the mountain my first time. And then yeah, I think everything else just kind of laid out in front of me early game. Got super early Dark World access. I went into pod early, and that cost me a little bit of time just because I made some execution mistakes and didn't have much health. So ended up spending a little bit more time in there than I wanted to, but even that gave me, mitts. So opened up the path to Mire, where the Bombos was, got the mirror in Village of Outcasts so I could go to the mountain and get myself that hook shot. But yeah, I mean, and then, early game opened up nicely. And then once you're late game with this mode, you kind of have a pretty good general idea of where the last couple items you're going to need are going to be. So I'm like, I know Fire Rod's almost certainly going to be in Ice Palace at this point. I literally couldn't think of another spot where it could have been after I got Bombos. And then it was just a matter of, narrowing down where the boots were.
Oh, you're not going to want to listen to my commentary on where I thought the fire rod was going to be.
Oh, really?
You didn't make this check, but Teto did. Teto took a look at a lumberjack, and lumberjack had a big key. And unfortunately, we found out that big key ended up being to Skull Woods just by the process of elimination. But basically, in my sick and statistical mind, what I was hoping is that was the Ice Palace big key, which led to the fire rod in the Ice Palace big chest. But fortunately for your guys' sake, that was not the case there. Yeah, that was definitely some really good routing on your end. We were concerned, like, to be honest, myself and Beer and Cody, we were kind of worried as far as when you're gonna get to those boots. Now, from Teto's side, we did see him do the fake flipper to go up to the Azor area, and was able to scout out the boots and was able to get to them. But with your routing, you basically had very early Dark World access when you went ahead and you saved the old man on the mountain and went ahead and did the back escape into Dark Cross. You had your Dark World access. You had basically everything, well, a lot of the stuff available for you to check and to complete. And then as you mentioned it with Pod. Yeah, Pod was a little extra time. I just didn't know how you felt. Did you feel that you were behind at any point, especially with the shenanigans that were Pod? And then at the same time, did you think that you might have been behind, knowing the fact that the boots ended up being on Zora's Ledge? And you're like, well, maybe Teto had him a little bit earlier than I did.
I definitely thought it was a strong possibility that Teto got in boots before I did. But honestly, I wasn't that worried about it. And even the time loss in Pod, I was like, worst case scenario, he also hit the crazy early game Dark World access routing. And maybe I'm like a little bit behind here, but I felt good. I mean, looking at my map tracker and I'm seeing a ton of green on there. Like, I skipped so much stuff. So it's like,
was it a knowing skip to assume Ice Rod wasn't in Mini Moldorm?
I was gambling. That was probably the biggest gamble I made. But I knew I was like, as I was getting prepped to go back up there to go to TR, I was just looking. It's like, okay, what Sphere 1 locations are left over? I was like, well, it's Castle, it's South Shore, it's Eastern area, which I hadn't touched. And I was like, okay, this is a risk, but I'm gonna gamble that Ice Rod is in TR. If not, I'll just mirror out the back and just hit all those locations really quick, go back up and save my portal that way. Yeah, there's that's kind of the that's the gambit with the mode, right? It's like it's in one of these handful of locations, and yeah, I made a gamble and it worked out in my favor this time.
Yeah, you're looking at your tracker and your stuff and be like, yeah, I need 4 items for go mode, but I potentially know 2 of them currently. So at this point, where are the missing 2, the missing links in the seed? But
Yeah, it's
I,
also nice
yeah.
going up GT being like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a bow up here. My silvers.
Yeah, at this point, I went go mode pretty late, and I was playing Swarm. Be like, yeah, there's a sword here. I might skip the first chest and just go for the waterfall chests and the later ones. And I just bombed up the first wall and got the sword and was like, oh, this could be potentially something important in this seed. I mean, yeah, even the silvers, but it's still 1-2 minutes time save. But at this point, it was already over. I was just currently shutting down the chat and be like, yeah, I don't want to know if I win or lose. I'm going to play through the seed. I'm still opening GT, and yeah, okay, I'm done. I don't have to play through the GT at this point. So it was a pretty nice one. Thanks for clearing this 10 seconds earlier. 10 seconds later, and I would have played the whole Gens Tower. So you saved me a lot of time.
Perfect
You're
timing.
welcome, I guess.
Look at that. These runners are looking out for each other. I like it. Now, Teto, for game 3, I'm just curious. Are you going to contemplate growing a beard along with that mustache?
Asking the real questions. That's why we have a horse in
I-
chat.
I fetched some water, and when I was coming back for the race, it's like, wait a second. It's always great to use the cam, and it's a fun tournament. So where are the best invested $1 in my life, like 90 cent in euro, and it just saw them there, and it was like, yeah, time to put on these because why not? It's funny, maybe a little bit. So
Well, if we end up doing Trio Spot Hunt, we might both grow one.
Yeah,
Over the course
that
of
is
the
that is
series.
fact.
Over the course of the seed, I like that.
yeah, I just was unlucky with this. With the boots, it's like, all right, I'm going all in. I got the bow. Let's check out Zoa. I got the money for Zoa as well. So if the boots are lying there, that would be pretty awesome, right? And sawing the boots, like, oh, this is so much fun. Let's go for those. And everything after this was like, yeah, Eastern versus Castle. I'm not sure. This could be a potential Aghanim seed. Like, yeah, Lamb, Sword, who knows? And nothing in Eastern, total time waste. And in the Dark World, I decided not to start in the Hype Cave. I started for Village of Outcast. Got the mirror and the Sumeria, which was pretty nice. And please no mids and pot was my next thinking. And of course they were there. So I don't know. I felt pretty much behind, and I hope that JMeasher are doing the same things, or at least 1 or 2 mistakes, leading to the hook shot to the flippers, and he clears up everything I did before. But obviously he didn't, which is totally fine. Like hitting a good route in the seat, it's half the win.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I remembered because I was looking at my my tracker. I was like, I think I have this pretty much narrowed down to Hylia Island and Bombo's tablet. And I actually remembered as I was starting to head down there to do all that. I was like, oh, Zora's Ledge exists. I really should check that before I go into Swamp. But yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have the boots early. They definitely provide you an advantage, but just the route that I hit was so tight and everything worked out that it ended up not mattering.
Oh, absolutely, and it's you can praise yourself about the route. I just got to say personally, it was really good to watch you execute the way that you did. And I know that there's a little bit of time lost as far as pot is concerned, but I mean, look at it this way: all of your boss fights were basically fighter sword. I mean, fighter sword Vitreous. Even though you had half magic and a cape, yeah, that's fine, but you made that look really easy. Your execution throughout the entire seed was top notch, and I mean, if you get yourself to the point where you're hitting a really good route and you're executing on top of it, I mean, it's going to be kind of tough to lose. And you showed the fact that even though Teto had the boots for, uh, my God, was it about an hour, maybe not quite an hour longer than you did. if you're just able to hit the route, things worked out. And again, as we said, the rando gods are probably working in our favor, because now we get the honor of seeing a game 3 in what we hope is a truest of pot hunts. But again, that's for you guys to work out, and we'll be looking forward to that race when it does occur.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a plan for scheduling that yet? Is it just as it comes up?
No. We'll talk it over. We'll see what we're what our schedules look like, and yeah,
Damn,
whether
I
or
was
not.
muted. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like game
You
3.
looked like you were talking on the camera. So.
Yeah, I was like shutting down the stream or talking with you guys for a little bit longer, but it's like yeah, those 2 sentences. Yeah, I was just saying the same. Like maybe next week at the same time, but on the other hand, it's getting pretty late for tourist pot hunt at this hour, and at midnight tourist pot hunt, I'm going to skip a lot of things and missing things out. So I'm not sure would be the perfect scenario. But with the current league and the Kabuki endless tournament still going on,
The endless tournament.
yeah, it's an endless tournament, and for this week, so the plans are already made. So this will be like on Monday, in the best case, question mark, same time, something like this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like doing a truest pot hunt would be a fitting way to end this thing. But I mean, we also have to take everyone's schedules into account. And that's a 4-hour block, almost certainly. So yeah, we'll discuss it. We'll see what we end
Yeah.
up coming to. Hopefully we get it scheduled a little bit in a little more timely fashion than we did this last week. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're all looking forward to that. This is, of course, it had to come down to a game 3 because, why wouldn't it be in the finals of a tournament with all these great people involved? So, GG's again, and thank you both for running this. And we will be here waiting and ready to go, setting that up. We'll be doing the hype for it behind the scenes. It'll be so well done, you won't even know what's happening.
Yep. Playing this game after the final of Kabuki and League, or maybe in the next main tournament. The opportunities are endless.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, thanks Cody for setting up the restream. Thanks Lady Laura Linda for tracking here today. We have remote tracking, so I'd love to shout that out again, and thanks to Dunka for helping us set that up. Mr. Ed, enjoy your pizza. Thanks for jumping
Oh,
in
I'm
as
looking
well.
forward to it. Finally.
And
I
Cody
get
on
to
comms.
eat.
I'll be I'll leave it to I'll throw it to you guys. Take us away.
Oh, you don't want me to take it away. I'm going to be stuffing my face. So I will defer to Cody on this one. So I will say this much before I do shut my mouth. Again, much appreciation to JMeasher and Teto for running this and having us restream it. Thanks again to all the volunteers and the admins and the mods of the whole AVIANART tournament to get this up and going. Not only was it a pleasure to be a part of the tournament as far as a racer standpoint is concerned, but to be able to commentate with some of these races, it's a whole lot of fun. And we hope that we put on a good show for you guys. And again, please give Teto and JMeasher a follow if you're not already. And Cody, again, thank you very much for restreaming this. Lady Laura Linda, for tracking, because you are the true MVP, making us look smart when in fact we're really dumb. And to my buddy Homemade Beer, could not have asked for a better person to share the comm booth with you, and Cody, obviously. But Beer twisted my arm for me to do this, and here I am. And now I'm going to sign things off on my end to stuff my face. So I will let Cody or anybody else have the last words, because I'm done.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ed and Homemade Beer. And thank you to the runners, just everyone. This has been fantastic running this tournament. We are going to head over to Speed Gaming 1. They are doing League Season 5 with P-Train versus Magnet Hands. So hang out there if you want to see another race. And we will see you back here for Game 3 of our finals.